This episode of The Awesome Hour is brought to you by Concept Beard Co. All natural beard oils and balms that smell awesome and are handcrafted for the discerning gentleman. Available at conceptbeard.com. Use promo code AWESOME at checkout and save yourself 10%.
And nobody talks. No, I'm just gonna do the dry open and Dave can cough. That's about it.
Just like my show.
First time smoking. Oh, I made the chair go down. First time smoking the marijuanas. Fucking Dave.
If you cough, you get more high.
Is that a thing?
It's a known fact.
I don't know about that.
I coughed. You saw me. Look in my eyes now. I am more stoned.
Look how thick those glasses are. Hey, can I get my Coke bottle back there, Grandpa?
Turtle.
Hit the drop.
Welcome back to The Awesome Hour, a SoCan licensed podcast on all things awesome, from pop culture to strange news to some really bad life choices, all with the backdrop of tasty tunes. Stay awesome.
Just keep it on, Dave. Welcome back to The Economy Hour. I'm your host, as usual, Alec. I'm joined tonight by my co-host, Ivan.
Shut up, pal, Ivan!
And tonight we're also joined by David the Moist Boyce out of the University of BC. Tonight we'll be covering the federal Liberal government has purchased the Kinder Morgan pipeline. We're going to be discussing the ramifications to not only the economy and the environment. Dave, say hello.
Hi.
Thank you for making the trip, Dave.
Oh my God, we could almost pull that off.
I could totally do an economy podcast,
shit.
except for the facts and stuff.
Right?
So pipelines, Dave,
Like-
how does that make you feel?
Wine.
What? What? Yeah?
Yeah.
If you're not aware, we're having a provincial war. For those
No, it's not a war anymore. The fucking Canadian government bought it.
Yeah.
They own it. Now it's just fucking, they're going to bail everybody out like they bail everybody out.
Yeah, but there might be. We'll see what happens after their.
They're gonna, you didn't go live on Instagram.
It's not my fault. Anyways, on tonight's show, we're joined by Dave. He's in town to hang out. We're going to talk Millennials, the Flavour of Water, and we're going to spoil Han Solo. So if you haven't seen
Water
this,
has a flavor?
we're going to talk about that later, Dave, on the show later. And we're going to talk Han Solo. If you haven't seen it, we'll give you a fair warning to turn this podcast off. Dave, thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
You're here in the greater Edmonton area doing stuff and things.
AKA home.
Yeah, I was born here. This
Yeah,
is home. This is home. Were you born here?
I was.
Were you?
Yep.
Yeah, there we are.
I was born
It's like a
when
street.
family reunion. I might have been. I don't know. It's a family reunion.
When I was born, Black Friday happened only a couple weeks later. Edmonton's only known tornado.
Oh, you're a curse then.
Well, thanks for putting it that way. Maybe
Well.
I'm like Harry Potter. You ever think about that?
You live
Maybe.
under stairs?
Yeah, so?
Do you live under my stairs?
Today's show is brought to you by Concept Beard Co. Go to Concept Beard Co. for all your beard needs. Pick out some balms, some pre-shave oils. If you're a sucker like me and have to shave, the pre-shave oil is perfect to get rid of those little bumpies that are unsightly and stuff. But if you have a beard like a real man, put in some beard oil and make it smell nice and presentable. If you go to conceptbeard.com and you put in awesome at checkout, you'll save how much, Dave?
Probably 10%.
Oh my goodness, you're correct. Concept Beard Co. Put it in your beard. And we're also joined, and I've said 3 times.
This is really
by
hard to
Dave.
keep up with them. It's
Yeah.
like he just took speed.
Yeah, I'm on, okay?
That
Dave,
coffee kicked in.
I kicked in a while ago. Dave, you also have a podcast and a radio show.
I do.
And you're also sponsored. Do you want to plug your sponsor quickly at the beginning of the show?
Well, if you would use promo code BoyceLife and head over to butterweeds.com, you will receive 10% off. And not only 10% off, if you spend more than $150, shipping is free anywhere across Canada.
Nice.
Shipped by what? What do true Canadians do? True Canadians, what do? They drive
Canada
F-150s,
Post.
they drink Tim Hortons, and they use Canada Post to ship all of their needs. True Canadians.
Boom.
So if you...
That was
Wow,
untimely.
That was good. That was timely. So if you want to be a true Canadian, drink your Tim Hortons, order from Butterweeds, and support Canada Post. No one else is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the weed industry is keeping Canada Post
That's all
alive.
we got.
Concept Beard Co. Butterweeds. Put it in your beard and get high. That's what I say. Let's get into some shit, Dave. You've had a busy couple weeks.
I have.
You're launching collaborations.
We got a couple things going on.
Okay, so Skull Skates, RDS. What
Those
the
decks
fuck?
are,
How did that happen?
white deck is fucking so dope.
How did you finally get to PD? You were like, no, we're finally going to do this. Did you have to prove your legitimacy as a company? Did you have to stay
have to
around a
stab
certain amount of-
anybody?
Yeah, it is PD. Did you have to use it? Did you have to go
Wow,
against the Deer Man of Dark Woods?
Does he have that type of reputation here in Alberta that he stabs people?
I don't know. Deer Man of Dark Woods.
I mean, if I would make you jump. I'd jump you in. You'd be like, okay, go stab that guy in the fucking eye for me.
We're a gang too. We're the Red Dragons.
Yeah, you're
exactly.
Desenzi, bro, is kicking in windows and throwing up the claws.
Yeah.
He's doing it right.
Yeah. Desenzi?
It's Desenzo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I said Desenza, bro, because there's two of them, and I always fuck their first names up.
Alex
so I went
speaks good
Desenza,
English.
bro.
You skate. Okay.
Desenza, bro.
You talk
There's
fast.
a hash. There's a fresh. So I'm like,
they're kind of both cool.
well, one's hash, one's
Anyways,
fresh.
back to Skull Skates.
Yeah, you
let's
did
get
a
off.
collab.
Let's get off the Descenzos
Let's
here.
get off.
The Skull Skates thing came around. We talked to PD a few years back, quite a few years back.
Yeah.
And we'd actually worked on a couple drawings and stuff, and none of them came
To
out.
fruition?
Yeah. Then I was going through some old files, and one of the graphics was designed by somebody from here, from Edmonton. His name was Nathan Matthews, or Giant Human, and a very talented skateboarder as well as graphic artist.
We've met his brother, Caleb Matthews.
Correct.
He owns Four Wheel Co. We met him when we did the live
yes.
on
Yes.
location for the skate jam.
The old skateboard place.
Absolutely. Great family. So he had created a graphic for us before he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I had come across this graphic not long ago, a couple months back, and the idea came back into my head. Let's bring that conversation back, and this time around, Skull Skates PD, Peter Dukeman, the owner, as well as it's called PD's Hot Shop. It's the oldest skate store in all of Canada.
Cool.
And I would say Skull Skates is, if not one of the oldest skateboard companies in the world, it's definitely the oldest in Canada. And I believe it's 1976 that it started. So it's got Star Wars beat by a year.
Wow.
We've had a strong relationship with Pete over the years,
Yeah.
and then it just came about. We brought up the conversation, and then came up with that something. We changed it up a little bit. We went with a little bit something that would incorporate both logos stronger rather than the original graphic, which was more along the lines of how Skull Skates graphics are done, kind of like mashed up old punk rock posters. So then we went with something that was a stronger image and brand logo.
It's dope. Like you look at that board and you're like, oh, that is definitely Skull Skates and RDS.
It turned out well. We couldn't have asked for a better collaboration.
Awesome,
we couldn't have asked for a better company to do it with. Anytime you get into any of these type of things, you never know how they're going to turn out.
Yeah.
And I think this one turned out well. And I think what it is going to do is open up the door to other things with Pete down the road, hopefully. And then
That's dope.
we got some other stuff coming out. We have a devious shoe that drops pretty quick.
Really?
Yeah, it comes out right away
Well,
here.
didn't you guys used to do some stuff with Fallen? And
We've
now Fallen's
done.
not around.
It's trying to make a comeback. Skateboard companies don't die. They're like cockroaches. They get bought by somebody else and they get brought back.
Oh, okay. Because Jamie's put all his eggs into Stray now.
That is true.
Yeah. Which is an affordable shoe carried by Center Distributions here in Canada.
It is not carried by Center Distribution. but
Son of a bitch.
That's fine. We do New Balance.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes, that's fine. You can.
I
do that.
tried.
It's okay.
There's only two of you. I had a 50-50 shot.
Only
I
two
thought
distributors.
There's three.
What
No
shoes is
Marathon?
he always wearing?
New Balance.
No.
But I thought Stray was on there.
No, that's.
Do you guys have a different? That's Ultimate.
That's our competition. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
No. Ultimate
I don't know,
Distribution
I'm
is, if we're going to get
flailing
into the
now.
skateboard, the Ultimate Distribution is owned by Kevin Harris.
Yeah.
The Red Dragons wouldn't be here if not for that person.
Well, you guys are credited in The Man Who Sold the World when he was talking about Rocco and the tree that popped up.
Yeah,
you guys popped up.
What that was in reference to is skater-owned and ran companies. But Kevin Harris opened the first indoor skate park in Canada in Richmond in 1987. So that's kind of where we all met and came together, and that's kind of like the birthplace of the Red Dragons. So if not for Kevin Harris, we wouldn't be here today. He's a legend in Canadian skateboarding. So as much as he's our competition. He owns the other or major distribution unit.
Yeah.
But still an amazing human. I've had him on my show. Great
That's
person.
cool that you guys
does,
can do that.
traveling
That's rad.
shit.
He's a phenomenal human. And you know what? I personally, and the business is business, and you sure you want to win or do better than.
You want to be the business.
That's the business. But I also feel like this is skateboarding, and there's room for all of us.
Oh, totally.
We, as a distributor here in Canada, you can't distribute all of the brands.
Right.
It's just not possible.
No.
So there has to be other people doing it. There has to be some sort of competition. But every one of the owners or anybody that works at these companies, I have a great relationship with.
That's awesome.
Canada's small and skateboarding is small. So if you're going to start throwing rocks at
Glass houses.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to make it far.
No.
So, I mean, especially right now, skateboarding is you keep moving back and forth. I see that. And not only me, they can.
I know.
They
Keep
can
going.
see you. They can see you fidgeting. They're
because I'm
uncomfortable. Man, you know that
anxious.
uncomfortableness that you used to get, and it used to be endearing and cute, and that people would hear over the.
Yeah,
now they
now
can
they're
visually
seeing
see it. And they're
it.
like, "Holy fuck, he's not kidding."
Right?
They can see the sweat.
That's.
But anyways,
So yeah, no, you need competition, and healthy competition, and skateboarding is really small. It really is.
no, and you're all homies.
Yeah, so it's everybody in the industry is fine by me. They're all great.
Excellent. So you got a
Yeah.
shoe coming out. You did the collab.
Yeah, even that. The shoe that is coming out is on Devious, which is actually distributed by Super Distribution, which would be our
Sweet.
actual, what I would consider our major competition.
Yeah.
So if we can do that and we can have a relationship with that, we can all get along.
Yeah, see,
I think
that's awesome.
we're in the process. We're talking back and forth with Ultimate, who does ProTech helmets.
Yeah.
So we're looking at doing an RDS ProTech with them.
Rad.
You know what I mean? So
Rad.
we can all work together. There's
Yeah.
all money to be made together, and it's every year we come together. All the distributors come together for Go Skate Day in Vancouver.
Nice.
Yeah,
So we
That's
all do
fucking
that
awesome when you
together.
guys do
I mean,
that. It's so
And you all
rad.
go down the street.
it's skateboarding, man. Don't take it so seriously. It's
know who's-
just skateboarding.
Side note, you know who's blowing up? Fucking Authentic Anderson. He's got like his Bones ambulance and stuff, and he's out like driving around and shit. That dude's nuts.
Andy Anderson.
Yeah, Andy. Well, I know him through Instagram.
That's
It's
great.
authentic.
And
Yeah.
once again, he's somebody that I've watched grow since probably 10 years old. So to see where he's at, maybe even younger, 9. His parents used to bring him to the skate parks.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, and he's an amazing kid, and I think he is a perfect representation of skateboarders moving forward. That you don't have to be that cool guy. You don't have to fit into that certain mold. When I was younger,
skateboarder. He
when I was younger, skateboarding was somewhat elitist, and like we were very snobby. We
Yep.
were better than you. We were cooler than you, and not only that, we would hate on other skateboarders. You can't do it that way. You can't do that trick. You
I know
can't
exactly
do
what
that
he's talking
trick.
about. I lived
and
through
that
that.
was the 90s in skateboarding. You can't do that.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't do that? You can't do a no comply. Your feet's touching the ground. Whereas social media and the internet has changed the way skateboarding is viewed right now, and Andy Anderson is a perfect example of that. He is somebody that his following and his growth is he's 100% captured through social media.
Yeah.
So you're in 10 years time, if let's say Instagram's still around or something takes a spot, you can just go back through his feed and
watch him
literally
progress.
watch his progression on one, like it'd be like grabbing a whole bunch of VHS tapes from 83 to 93 and watch the progression of
Yeah.
skateboarding.
Oh, wow.
But you can do that on somebody's Instagram feed
Yeah.
moving
Yeah.
forward. And Andy, I'm so happy and so proud of Andy and where he is and where that skateboarding changed. Because when I was younger and he was just a kid, I was like, this kid isn't going to get anywhere. As amazing as he is, he's too much of a little kook. Because
Well,
he
yeah,
is a
he'd
kooky,
wear his helmet,
He's
he's
a
very
kooky.
freestyle.
He's a kooky. Yeah, he does all aspects of
Yeah.
skateboarding. He'll skate tranny. He'll skate handrails, ledges, stairs.
But it's when he puts it
freestyle,
all
bowls.
together, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fucked.
Which
He'll like,
is-
it's nuts.
And God bless him for doing that because he broke down barriers. He
Yeah.
broke the mold, and it opens up a door for other people like him. Because if there's just one other skateboarder that looks at Andy Anderson and gets on a board because of that,
Gets
that
hyped.
he did his job.
Exactly.
He did his job.
That's awesome. So you're in town because you're. Can we talk about why you're in town?
Yeah, for sure. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so you're in town because we're Plush, one of the Edmonton-owned skate shops, celebrating its 25th anniversary this
Hold
year.
on. Plush, what's left in the city besides Easy Rider?
Plush, Easy Rider, Local 124,
Yes.
and Showdown.
Right.
And
those
isn't
would be your-
Showtown more of a tattoo / and they have like Creature, that type of product, right?
Creature, Hero, that kind of stuff.
So
Vans.
anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
the
yeah.
the Hesh version of
Yeah.
skateboarding.
So
Yeah,
it's
which
half tattoo shop, half skate
half
shop.
Hesh shop. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, those would be your 4 cores.
An Easy Rider. Easy Rider would definitely, I would consider a snowboard shop that has skateboards. Not to
Yes,
say they're
no,
heavily
and
into
s-
skating,
and stand-up
but like they are.
paddleboards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sup?
I don't think they have scooters.
So, no, they
Oh,
don't have
fuck, I hope
scooters.
not.
I don't think they have scooters.
No.
So you know what? If you're into sup,
Yeah, exactly.
sup, man.
And
It's
if
not
you're looking
easy, that's
for a
for fucking
reissue,
sure.
It is. It's probably the easiest.
They have-
thing. Oh yeah.
Okay, maybe I will try it.
Skimboarding's harder.
I can see
skateboarding's pretty
skimboarding
rad.
hard because you see those dudes and they fucking go and it's like, bam!
I want
Yeah,
to try
that's true.
river surfing. Have you seen that shit?
I've
Calgary
seen it
can
in
do it.
Germany.
Yeah, they do it in Calgary on the Bow River and somewhere on the Kootenay River too.
Yeah,
they
there's
go
that-
all the time.
yeah.
And it looks dope. They like piled up the rocks So it makes like a wave or a
Ik
current.
get in Saskatchewan.
Fuck yeah, bro. Come out with 2 arms.
Get my diesels
Well,
and
we
like
went
go
in with
back
2
it up
arms.
there and like make some rocks and things.
Anyways.
You guys go right into the redneck shit, and me being from BC, I'm like, I don't know what they're talking
Oh,
about.
we're talking Berta, bud. You've
Berta.
seen Fubar, bud. You're fucking friends with the fucking Diener and the Terry, bud.
Terry, eh?
Terry the Diener. Terry and the Diener. Anyways, we're gonna move on. I'm glad you're in town on skateboarder-related business.
But remember, you were going to ask why I'm here.
I was getting into that and got sidetracked.
saw
Plush
that.
is celebrating their 25th anniversary, and they've now opened a shop in West Edmonton Mall on Europa Boulevard. It opens Friday, June 1st, so if you're listening to this, it should be open in a day or two. But Dave's in town, making it look all artsy-fartsy.
Sexy. Very sexy.
Finishing touches.
You got an Apple Watch? When'd you get that?
And the last time he was here.
Is that the Nike one?
Yeah. My
Nice.
wife and I got them together. It was
Oh,
a
together gift.
Christmas gift for each other.
Nice.
Well, we're fitness fanatics.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like a lot of relationships, you need a spark to keep
Yeah.
things going. Well, sometimes in fitness, you need a spark too because you get really. You're like,
Yeah.
I have been doing this my whole life.
You need something.
Fuck.
And it's not a Fitbit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This my whole life, and this is it. I envy somebody like you
Thank you. You
Like-
should, because I'm awesome.
because.
Look at me.
Look at
I'm
you.
like
and
I'm
you're,
like clay.
You're happy. You're happy.
You're a son of a bitch. I really thought you were
And
going to
I-
give me a compliment.
yeah. And
I
I-
thought it was coming my way.
You're
like a
You just
sandbag.
accept yourself for who you are, which
No,
is
I
a beauty,
don't.
which is beautiful.
You should sit down
See,
with my
I don't.
therapist.
See,
You don't see him every day.
I don't. See, I'm. That's the problem with somebody that when you go to the gym every day, you like. You start to care about what you're doing and putting into your body, and you're never happy. I could be in the best shape of my life, and with body dysmorphia, I look in and go, I'm fat. Whereas
Good.
you're just fat and you're happy.
I'm not fat. I'm if anything, I'm average.
You're fat.
I'm not. I'm not even rocking dad bod.
It's funny because I always thought it was the beard that made his face look big. He shaved the beard off, and his face got fatter.
It happens.
You're a fuck. I'm gonna drink this beer and be happy with myself.
What about dicks by my mouth?
Dick's in and around. In and
Anyways,
around.
moving on. Dave, I'm glad you're in town. I just spiked the mics. I'm sorry. It's because I'm excited.
So, anyways, yes, we Glenn Suggett, the owner of Plush here in Edmonton.
Yes.
We have a collaboration with the store on White Ave.
Yeah.
I came out here a couple months back.
Yep.
And I did a shop tour. On that shop tour, I noticed everything that was going on inside West Edmonton Mall. When I got back, the first thing I said is we need to open up a shop.
Well,
in
there's
West
no
Ed.
shops in West Ed.
There is
besides
no
Zoomies.
skateboard stores.
Not
There's
anymore,
not a
yeah.
real skateboard store. And
not a core
sure,
store.
Zoomies might have your odd
They have
feature or whatever
anime
you're looking
shirts.
for. Or primitive. Yeah, primitive
Yeah.
shirts.
P-Rod would be stoked,
But
Would.
Yeah.
It's funny. That's the only way skateboarding can make money right now is collabs.
right? Those decks are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
a sucker
dope.
for collabs though because that Santa Cruz
it's a
Ninja Turtle.
crossover. Oh, I'm not stoked on that.
I am.
I did get the Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't stoked on that.
what? Those were
I'm
dope.
glad they didn't.
See, I'm never stoked on them. They come in and they're in the bags in the back of the warehouse, and I have to go because it's like opening up a pack of cards. You don't know what you're
Right?
gonna get. You're like, I have to get 3,
I
and
wish
I
I had-
always get duplicates.
I wish I had got
Fucking
a couple of
sucks.
the Garbage Pail Kids though.
Yeah, I have,
Those are fucking
I have
awesome
3 of
too.
those.
Those went
I have 3 of
fast.
each. I have 3 of each. Just cause I put them aside.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, so
They're
that
cool.
type of shit is cool, and I like that skateboarding has got to a point that it's big enough that companies like that will talk with us.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The fact that there's a Star Wars collab or a Marvel collab, that's huge for me.
Yeah.
And it was funny because Star Wars was just kind of the steamroller was just happening when Santa Cruz a couple years back
Yeah.
did the re-release. That was it just for me got the
It got you
stoked-
moist. Dave the Moist Boys.
no, it stoked the fire.
The Moist.
No,
It
stoked
got
the-
you moist.
Stoked the fire.
Got you moist.
Stoked the fire.
Got you moist.
Fatso.
You're an asshole. Anyways, Dave.
So we have a collaboration with Plush on their White Ave store. So after coming out here, hey, we got to do something in the mall. There's nothing there. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth. It's finally happening. June 1st, an RDS Plush collab store is opening up on Europa Boulevard?
Europa.
Which is, I do believe, the hoity-toity fancy area.
It is, and you know what though? I was saying this to
It's
Alec earlier.
perfect.
It is because you have a lot of fucking awesome clothes, right? And even though it's RDS and it's supposed to be skateboard, it's still fucking amazing shit. So it's gonna fit just nice with all those fucking yuppies that are gonna walk by,
Yep.
with all the rich kids, and the kids are gonna be like, "There's a
I can go
skateboard
get
in
some
there."
Doc Martens and then I can get a new setup.
So
There you go.
inside of the store right now, it is the biggest skate wall I've ever seen.
Dude, it's nuts.
It's rad.
Massive. So it's definitely it's putting a stamp on what we are trying to do in that store,
Nice.
and that is skateboard.
And it's not like I frequent local. like local 124, located on 124th Street, and that's just like a skate
That's an
shop.
original name.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's got a ramp in it.
I don't know them, but
Okay, yeah. It's got a ramp in it.
Yeah.
You can skate it. It's like a core shop. They
It's
got
a
your
nice ma pa
creature.
shop.
Yeah. It's
No,
awesome.
I know.
Whereas like you'll go
I've just never
into,
been
you're
in
gonna
it.
go
Yeah.
into plush, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is like,
It's different.
yeah,
It's
like
just different.
The counters are all like, it looks like it could be a jewelry store almost. Like it's
Shit
looking
set up
nice.
properly.
It is.
displayed.
Well, it's in a mall.
Yeah.
So soon, like it's a different. You know,
level,
it's
yeah.
a different level.
You're
you know?
held to an accountability when you're in a mall.
Well, yeah, we've like odd things that you wouldn't even think of. We've gone through with the mall 4 different versions of the sign, and they've turned them all down.
The
Why?
mall has to have an okay with it, right? I
Yeah.
never even thought of that.
Everything, and the mall is actually in charge of all kinds of stuff you wouldn't think
weird.
of.
No, man.
So, yeah.
That's
There's
dope. But
good
Friday,
access too, because like you could run into the mall, run into Plush, go
Yeah.
grab some RDS
Right
gear,
by a parking
and then
lot.
get the fuck out.
Right
Yeah.
the fuck out. You don't actually have to go
No, it's
too
through
far into the
the mall,
belly
no.
of the beast.
And because it's Europa Boulevard, the parking over there is actually
Decent.
pretty good.
And then
'cause
there's
you're
the
not
3
in a
levels
major,
right there too, so
Major entrance.
it's a good spot.
Although I am living in a mall right now.
Yeah, that's nuts. I couldn't do it.
It reminds me of Ellis Mania, because when you go to Ellis Mania, it's at the Hard Rock Hotel.
Yeah.
And unless you choose to leave, you don't leave.
you don't have to leave.
You don't have to leave. Everything that's going on is going
there.
on there.
Yeah.
And there's lots of people to talk to, and that's kind of what staying in a mall is
Oh,
like.
man.
You know when you were a kid and you had all of, I just hit the table.
It's okay.
You had all of these ideas of things that would be awesome. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I want to live in a department store. That would be awesome.
They
It's
literally,
not that fun.
Until you do.
Yeah.
Do you remember that CBC show where like the mannequin came alive at night? It was like
Today's special.
Today's special.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say, how about Mannequin with Kim Cattrall?
Oh yeah,
That
there
too,
you go.
that was a great
Right?
And you're like,
movie.
this would be amazing.
My
living
car
in a
is
mall.
named Kim after Kim Cattrall.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
Well,
You big Sex and the City
Well, they're
fan.
both. Well, I'm a big Kim Cattrall fan. Have you seen Mannequin?
No, I haven't, because I still have my life ahead of me.
What? That made no sense.
Because I'm young. I'm young. It was hurtful. And Dave, I know it hurt you. You knew what I was moving on. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. Cool. You're here. Do you want to get into the show? Want to do some stuff?
So, anyways, Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
So, she's in her 50s.
Yeah.
My car's in her 50s.
Gotcha.
Kim's had a bit of work done, a little bit.
And you've had to do some work on Kim. the car.
Some's held up, some hasn't.
Saw you polishing some headlights the other day.
You'd still go for a ride.
When we're done, I'll give you some little tips about polishing that chrome.
Oh, thank you.
Some
I'll
nice.
show you. OX. Have you watched Cobra Kai?
Obviously.
Oh, so good.
So good.
Watch it twice. Anyways.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking
And
love
you
it.
say you have time. No time.
I got no time for nothing. They're half-an-hour episodes. Shut the fuck up. Let's get into some random news.
He swears a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
fuck
shit.
yeah, he does.
Fuck. It's because I'm stupid
It's
and
like,
not
no, it's
swear
Berta.
words.
It's the Berta in
It's
you.
the
It
Berta,
is.
babe.
Unfortunately, it is, and then we're tradesmen to boot.
Yeah.
To boot. What you talking about? Hey,
What? No,
swimming,
dude, boot it.
swimming pools are just domesticated lakes. Think about it.
Or human soup.
Or human soup.
Stew?
Stew? No.
No, stew would be a hot tub.
Yeah, it'd be
Soup.
hot. Yeah, it'd be hot. That
Yeah.
is. But even a hot, like, I can't do hot tubs.
I don't know. Like the city, the water park is just icky. It's icky out, and I just no. I don't want to do it.
I just staying at
They
West
have-
Ed. I just look into that pool and you can smell it and
Yeah,
feel
right?
the heat coming off, and
Yeah.
you're like, "This is disgusting."
You can go in the little viewing area and be a perv if you want.
They have
There's a-
raids.
there's a
Yeah, you
little
can go
place.
in.
Yeah, you
There's
can
like
just
a
go
viewing
walk.
Why?
area.
How are you being a perv? You just in what?
You know,
Stare at
damn
all
rates.
the
You know.
mankinis. Look at those pickles.
It's so much easier to be like an undercover perv nowadays because you can just go online.
Yeah, you don't have to actually.
You don't have to
leave
let
your
people
house.
know you're a perv.
But then the excitement's not there.
But
See,
they,
that's the
and they
beginning
have
of the
fucking
perv.
raves there and
Yeah,
rave and
that's
DJ shows.
fucked.
The fucking place packs up and it's people fucking in human stew.
Yeah.
I've had sex in that pool.
With a
You've
bunch
had
of
sex?
people around
Yeah, I've
you?
had sex in the pool. Yeah, when the pool was on. Yeah. See, on one of my trips.
Edmonton?
Yeah, on one of my trips here years ago.
You fucked at West Edmonton Mall pool?
Yeah.
Ew.
Well,
yucky.
Sugget, the owner of Plush, told
You
me that he had.
Sugget in the West Edmonton Mall pool?
So, Sugget told me that he had sex in the pool once. So then,
You
I
took
had
that
to.
as a challenge?
I took that as a challenge. So I
Nice.
had to.
Nice.
And
Fair
what
enough.
you do is you go into the deep end. And you have a
Between the wave
kickboard.
cycles?
When the kickboard, and when the waves get in, you just have the girl in front of you, and you go from behind, and you kind of hang onto the kickboard, and you both have to move your feet simultaneously to stay afloat. Anyway,
It sounds like
So-
a logistical nightmare.
Well, I didn't finish, but I still
You were in, it counts.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was in because
I hear they're bringing that to the X Games next year, actually. Wave pool fucking.
well, I got a leg up on a few people.
Leg up. I like it.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyways. Okay, so we're into the random news. Anything is a guilt-free snack if you don't give a fuck. Anything can
This
be
is
a
random
guilt-free...
news. This
This is Alex.
Random
news.
thoughts, bud.
Oh yeah, don't worry, it gets
Yeah.
more
What
Alec.
about, what about your guilt-free snack?
Huh?
Hey,
Anything's a guilt-free snack.
don't you wish Cinnabon had no calories? Would you just eat Cinnabon all day? Would you'd live? Oh,
I'm actually.
hang on. You already do.
And this was the last time Mr. David the Moist Boyce was on the podcast because he hurt Alex's feelings again. It's fine, Dave.
Pretty easy to do. If I
It's
just,
actually not. I
it's
just
like
played up for the show.
one crutch. It's all you got.
If that, you kick that out really fast. Speaking of crutches, crumbs don't matter until they're in your bed. Then it feels like you're sleeping on Lego.
Why do you got crumbs in your bed?
Because you're eating your Cinnabon in bed.
Nothing
don't
worse than
eat
sand
fucking
in the
chips.
bed.
Oh, yeah.
Sand in the
Goodness.
bed. I hate sand in the bed.
It gets in places.
It does.
Cracks.
You know, it's like sex on the
Crevices.
beach is not what it's cracked up to
I
be.
haven't done it, but I
Dude,
won't.
yeah,
It's-
man.
I don't-
It could
I
turn
don't
into
want
some
s- I
sandpaper
don't-
fucking.
Yeah, I don't want no
Yeah.
sand in my dick hole.
No.
And you got to think that's not
Well,
comfortable. for
yours.
them.
What about hers?
I don't care. What about me?
Your plunger's gonna be like.
It's going to be like a Sarlacc
Fucking
pit all up in there.
sandpaper. It
You
might
gonna-
actually feel like it
Are
has
you gonna find
teeth.
Boba Fett in there?
He'll
What are you
drip
two
out
doing?
The side.
I'm looking for Boba Fett. Water is a beverage whose flavor is based on its temperature. Cold water, warm water. That would be the flavor of
Cold
water.
water and warm water are the same flavor. It's water.
No.
I think what you're saying is descriptive. They're
No, it would be,
descriptive
yeah.
words, but not flavors.
It would be its flavor.
The description is
No, it's flavor.
hot water.
Something's
The
cold water.
description is it's cold water.
No, the
Not a
flavor would be
flavor.
cold.
Okay, hold on.
Drink hot water and then drink cold water. Two different flavors.
Yeah, because one just burnt the fuck out of your tongue.
Like I said, two different flavors.
So you're telling me that because the water is now hot, it has a different flavor, a distinct taste compared
Yeah,
to cold
chemistry,
water?
you stupid idiot.
What kind of Northside water are you drinking?
The kind that you have to boil
Okay,
first.
so the boiled water means it's clean, bud.
Exactly. I
Just
like
So
saying.
in essence, what you're saying is clean water, dirty water.
No, I'm saying cold water, hot water.
Pretty
You
much
guys,
clean water,
you're thinking
dirty
too
water.
much into this. They're different flavors. Moving on.
Maybe it's on his guilty pleasure list. He likes the dirty water.
Oh, he
Makes
likes a
me
lot of
feel
dirty
good.
things.
No, that's
What?
rude. Not from
Where?
you. Not from you.
Oh,
I'll take it from the guest, but not from you. I have to take it from him because he's the guest. But
No,
after the
this
show, I
man-
tell you what, to the moon, Alice. Hey, so once humans...
And you say I'm old, and you just reference the honeymooners?
Right. Okay, hold on, wait.
Which-
You want to talk about old guys? This guy, when he gets technology in his hand, sometimes you're just like, okay, you're a fucking old guy. Give me this
No,
fucking...
I'm not. I'm fine. I post stories on Instagram with hashtags. I know what I'm doing.
Do you have a VCR at home?
I don't. I actually don't have anything to watch VHS. I've now...
I just assumed it'd be flashing 12 o'clock.
I knew how to program my
Yes.
VCR. I'm young enough that I did that for my parents. Anyways, once
So
humans...
when did it all fall off? If you were technically advanced when you were
Last
young,
year.
when did... Oh, last
Last
year.
year, yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm falling behind now.
Yeah.
Although I'm not...
Is it
I'm not
because you
buying
became a
physical
parent?
movies anymore.
Is it because you became a parent and they're taking away that smarts?
Dude, I don't
I've always
know,
wondered
maybe.
that because I've always felt like people that don't have kids, they seem to stay with the
With it,
curve.
yeah.
Whereas once you have a kid, everything falls off and all of a sudden your kid looks at you like, Dad, you know nothing. And then
Seriously.
you ponder for a second, you're like,
I
shit,
don't know nothing.
he's right.
Is that by choice, though?
No.
You just give up because everything's about the kid?
No.
Is that
I feel like you're just...
Is that
you're
really
depleting.
the issue that's going on right now with you lately? It's all about the kid and you don't have time for yourself?
It's the kid in the daily grind, man.
Or
I
is it
tell
the
you what,
Cinnabons?
It's not the Cinnabons. That's a treat. And it's Sobeys.
They're good.
Because you can get the Sobeys with the extra icing. You just wink at them. They're like, hey, I'm in a podcast. And they're like,
Stay awesome.
extra cinnamon for this guy.
Give him
like- I
winks,
like that.
Stay awesome.
I like the wink. The wink's a nice touch. Stay awesome.
Right?
Stay awesome. And that fucking Ivan is so classy because he's French. I'm just awkward. I'm like, extra cinnamon, please. They're like,
But
oh,
he looks
you're
like
having a
that. He
stroke.
looks like that.
Do you need an
New
ambulance?
Orleans French? You know what I mean? Not French Canadian.
Creole.
Yeah.
Creole, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he eats...
It might be the tooth, the gangster look, the NWA style looking.
He
that he's
eats-
going for.
He eats alligators. Hey, once humans have achieved immortality,
Mm-hmm.
the next step is to get their dogs to live that long. I fucked that one up.
Oh man.
When we achieve Moving
If
on.
I could push a button
Son of a
that
gun.
made my dog live, and I knew that other people were dying every time I pushed this button,
You were
there'd
fine
be-
with it.
There'd be piles of dead bodies, and my dog would still be living.
yeah, it'd be like,
And I know there are so many dog owners being like, "Yep,
yeah, totally
yep,
doing that.
totally."
Yeah.
Entire countries that I've never visited, dead people,
Decimated.
decimated.
But-
What happened? The dog button.
Yeah.
What happened to that country?
Dog button.
We'd have an overpopulation crisis of dogs.
No, but would you just pick one dog and that would be your dog then? Because you've now immortalized that dog with your button push, thus killing one
I'd be
person.
stuck with two.
Live
Yeah,
for
I'd be,
life.
I'd be stuck with you for the rest of my life.
yeah. But that's okay. So you've only technically killed two people. that might have done something horrible anyways. So
Depending if you
realistically,
would've-
No, because every time it's their turn to die, you push the button again. Right?
Yeah,
We're talking
so-
Black Mirror shit.
I mean,
here.
if the dog
Gotcha.
gets run
Gotcha.
over, you got to push the button.
old
Shoot
age,
something.
cancer, whatever.
Everything.
Swallows a bell.
or
Oh,
a marble,
goodness.
Or a marble.
kids.
Jeez.
We were going through the same thing at the same time. Just
Totally.
different.
Totally.
Yours was
Except
cuter.
mine
You guys are like on
always
a
love me.
parallel universe.
Dude, that's
Mine will
rough.
always
Stop.
love me.
Enough.
That one's
No, seriously.
I know,
Because
I
he'll
know.
never say, "Hey, Dad."
Stop. He's like, I just. You know,
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Kid will be like, oh,
I got like
soon.
2 years.
It's funny. I know a guy, and I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I hire him to do some stuff for the company, freelance.
Like Peter Parker.
And we have a relationship. We see each other every 3 months, and we work together for 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And we go our separate ways. We'll communicate back and forth throughout that, but I always get into his life during this time we're working together, and for 3 days. And last time we were working together, he's talking about his kid. So, and I've watched through. We've worked together for about 8 years. So I periodically.
Potato Gems just put us on his fucking big screen.
Who's? Oh, hey, how you doing, Potato?
What's up? Anyways.
That's-
On the big screen.
We're on a 50-inch TV right now, or 65 or a million.
How do I look?
So in conjunction,
red.
that means my penis.
I
would be-
am. Fuck. It's
Alex
funny.
is more red though.
That's because I'm really awkward, uncomfortable. My shirt's red and my mic's red.
I had no idea what I was
Anyways,
talking
you're in
about.
your friend's
Where were
life.
we? Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So I get a little window view, a picture
Yeah.
of his life. And last time we were working together, he's talking about his kid, and he's like, he's my kid, and I love him, but
He's an asshole.
I really don't like him. And I was like, oh, holy fuck.
I lived that.
And he's like, he's just like, and I'm thinking maybe he's 17, 18. He's 11. Yeah. I was like, holy shit, dude, you are fucked. If at 11 you're already going, I don't really like him because he's becoming difficult.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming 11 might be the new 16 because things are sped up
Oh,
nowadays,
totally,
for
man.
sure.
Yeah, kids are totally.
Right? Things are
like,
totally sped up. So he might be the new 16-year-old at 11. I'm ignorant. I don't know. I don't have kids. But it was just him going like, yeah, I really don't like him. Like, he doesn't like him as a person. He's his kid, so he loves him.
But then you
everything the kid says and does, he
But
just...
then you hate yourself even more because if he's doing that, you're the reason. So somewhere down the road, you fucked up. as a
Nah, I'm pretty
parent.
sure
you
that's
need
when...
a big stick.
I'm pretty
You
sure...
can't
Hit
do
him with
that.
the fucking
Well, his
stick.
kid's in, like, getting into vaping and things like that because kids
At
at school...
11?
Well, because, yeah, he's in grade 6,
Well, yeah, think
grade
about
6.
it.
That means the grade 7s are
Junior
doing
high,
it.
Exactly. I was doing lots of fucked
Son
up
of a
shit.
bitch.
Dude, at grade 7, and you don't want to know what the fuck I was doing.
I don't.
So just think, your kid's probably a lot smarter and more advanced than us.
Yeah.
That's not hard because you're a stupid idiot.
Smarter than you.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Hey, if you woke
I'm gonna have to intervene on this one.
Go on, jump in.
Yeah.
He's
He might be a
stupid.
bit smarter than you.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Look at the part of the show he does.
But that's oh, he's smarter than me.
yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Look at you make little notes.
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
You're a fucking prick.
Yeah. And
I spend at least 2 hours a
I thought
day
that's why
doing-
we're friends.
Well, yeah.
I'm an asshole. I'm a prick.
I'm not a douchebag.
Not a
though.
little one.
I'm not a
A
douchebag.
big one.
Hey, if you woke up with a superpower, would you use it for good or would you use it for evil?
What's my superpower?
Yeah.
Whatever you want it to be.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
You walk that line?
Yeah, yeah.
What
for
would
sure.
your power be?
If I just get one power?
You get one power. You wake up. You go to bed. The next day you wake up with that power.
I think we had this conversation before.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably did.
No,
Flight.
but-
I'd learn how to fly. I'd
Flight? You want to flight?
I'd fly for sure.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I always go invisibility, but that's because I'm like
Because you want
low-key a
to. Because you
pervert.
want to creep out
Yeah.
changing rooms.
Yeah.
You guys gotta
You know what
think
though? That is one of the
bigger.
number one. What do you want?
Bigger. You got telepathy.
Fuck
You
you.
can control fucking
Fuck you. Yeah, that would be a
everything.
good one.
You wouldn't be there because you tell them you're not there.
But I
You
here's-
would fly because you fucking make yourself.
Okay, maybe
Here's
you're
the
fly.
deal.
Smarter than
In
me.
this stupid world where I get powers, I wouldn't pick just one. I would pick. I want to be Superman.
Yeah.
Done. You know what I mean? Or how about Thanos' powers? Oh, that sounds good.
But that's a gauntlet.
Well, how
Yeah.
about his powers before the gauntlet? He's
Yeah,
not
he was pretty
exactly a
badass.
weakling.
I would just have to be Deadpool without the scars.
No, but you.
Because then I could just fucking
But who
fourth
cares?
wall,
He's coming
time
back,
travel, yeah.
I'm gonna.
Spoilers, time travel.
He hasn't even seen it.
Oh, really?
I just know that.
Yeah, okay.
So
That's
yeah,
part of the whole movie, actually.
That wraps up random.
Wow, that's a lot of notes for nothing. Like, you didn't talk about anything, but that was an
No,
entire
I cut a
page.
bunch of them off just because of the time, and I want to get into solo.
You have a timeline?
Well, no, it's an awesome hour. So I'd like to stay.
We
in
can
and
go
around
into
the
overtime,
hour.
but we try
We
to.
will. We'll totally go into overtime because we
Yeah.
got the Davester
But
with
we
us.
need to, like-
we got our bestie here.
We're
we
trying
don't
not.
get Dave
Right
often.
now, we're trying not to bust not too fast because we're gonna get
Oh,
to that
dude,
point.
if this was intercourse, I busted a nut before we got into random news. But it's okay. I'm getting my second wind. I'm back.
What do you mean you're going into random news now? You just did random thoughts. You're going into strange news, bud.
Moving on. Judge orders 30-year-old man to move out of his parents' house. Have you been following this story at all?
I have not.
Okay, so homie in New York.
Oh my god.
30. He's
Horrible.
30. Michael Rotono. Just wait till we get to the Chinese guy's name. I'm going to butcher that. He was ordered by a New York State Supreme Court that he had to move out of his parents' house. So his parents, they had served him with eviction notices. They had given him money to go find his own place, and he just wouldn't fucking leave their premise. So from what I understand from the story, it was
How long did they breastfeed him for?
I don't know.
I'm saying a while.
I'm
But
gonna
he
say
says
it's
he's
14.
not an entitled
Yeah.
millennial.
Just
He's
throwing that out
very,
there.
it's very on that.
Is 30 a millennial?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm technically
Yeah.
because what is it? 80s. I'm
Well, now they're
technically
saying that I'm a
millennial.
millennial. I'm born in 1980, and they're saying I'm a millennial now.
Well,
They need
80
to make up their fucking mind.
No, isn't it 80 to like 90?
I'm going to say it's mindset to make up these things.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a millennial
I'm-
for sure.
You
I'm
know what?
definitely not
I-
a fucking
I walked
millennial,
the line.
'cause-
I walked the line on millennial. I've met some fucking.
You're no Johnny Cash.
No, I'm not. I'm far from it. That was a man. That was a man. I'm a millennial. But if you in that sense of it. Anyways, I'd like to. Fuck you. I got married. I don't have to justify myself to you. Why don't we just went down a rabbit hole? Wait, this is touche. You got me. Hook, line. Fuck, I'm blushing. Anyways, moving on. I'm not a millennial, man. Anyways,
He's so easy.
name of my sex tape. So anyways, he went to court. The judge fucking fined him and was like,
Do you notice
bro,
every now and then his balls drop?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he gets excited, balls drop.
what? Anyways, I'm flexing. This is 25-pound weights.
flexing?
I don't, dude. Muscles. I got some.
Where?
There.
No.
I'm not fat, man. Just
But
pump.
you are. Just accept it and be happy. I said I was proud of you
Thanks, man.
because you're happy.
Thanks. Anyway, so he was ordered to move out of his house, but then he found some weird shit on the online, where because after you're served with an eviction notice, you have 6 months to get out. So he's riding that line. So he has to leave in the next couple months. He also went on Alex Jones, Infowars guy, and Alex Jones gave him a pep talk and gave him $3,000 to help get his life back. But anyways, he's countersuing. He's now suing his parents
Because he
that's
doesn't
a
want to
thing.
leave.
No. Yeah. He's been living rent-free for 30
Oh, you
for
missed
8
it. You were
years.
dancing.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got some moves.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Camera on you.
How long
Have
did
you
you move
seen?
out?
Have you seen this guy though?
Yeah, he looks like
He looks like a fucking goof.
like a chode.
Yeah.
Looks like a kook.
Yeah, totally.
When did you move out, Dave?
17.
17? I moved out 18.
like
My mic
20
sounds
something.
quieter now.
It's because
Us.
I don't think you're talking into it.
I am.
Yeah, you're good.
It was
Sounds
probably
the
the
same.
music.
Maybe it's the
maybe.
drugs you're on. Sponsored by Butter Wheats.
Yeah, that could be the.
Go save 10% by using Boyce Life
The drugs are good.
at checkout. When did you move out, Ivan?
In my 20s.
Yeah, okay. So
That's
yeah.
when I got
Yeah.
that inheritance. I got the fuck out.
I got
right
homies that are
now.
still living at home at 30, 31.
Millennials.
That's, I don't know. I don't know.
I couldn't do that. There's no fucking way. Hey, I'm gonna go pick up a chick at a bar. Oh, you want to come back to my place? Yeah, hold on. Shh, you gotta be careful. I'm quiet. My parents are sleeping.
My mom and dad got divorced when I was 24 or 25.
Okay, but
So, and she was renting a place and she couldn't afford it. So when that transpired, I moved back in for 6 months until she got a new place.
But that's different. That's like the
That's looking
favored-
out for family though.
Yeah. But bringing the girl home thing.
Oh, that'd be weird.
My mom would be so bummed because I was 24, 25.
You're
So
slaying.
yeah,
You're doing your
and
thing.
She was just disgusted by me. She's
Oh,
like,
really?
Every night, it's a different fucking girl. I was like, and you know, I was being a dude, so I was just shrugging like, haha, this is what up.
Yeah.
Not thinking that I shouldn't have probably done that to my mom.
Dude, when I was
Did you-
18 and still lived at home,
Yeah.
and I lived in Brentwoods in Westmount Ghetto.
Yeah.
I used to go to all those little dirty fucking local bars and just pick up dirties.
That's gross.
Different chick.
That's kind of gross. But good for you.
Back door. I had a back door though, so we come in through the back door of the townhouse and then right into the basement.
I got married when I was 20, so I was slaying puss, but it was
You
one
got
puss.
married when you were 20?
We've
Yeah,
had
dude,
this
I've been
discussion
married
before,
like 10
too.
years. Millennial that, old man.
Just, I mean, I'm just trying to think. You
Sadly.
started probably having sex around 16. No, I'm gonna say you 17, maybe.
So you're gonna say
18.
like 19.
That means you didn't have much slaying time.
I don't need to, because it's quality over quantity in my books, sir.
And because it's your wife, I'm gonna agree.
You are going to agree?
Yeah, I'm- 'cause
because you're a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman.
Make fun of me.
Still counting on one hand.
Anyways, yeah, I moved out and got married young. So I'm anti-millennial that way. In my
Which hand?
defense. Which hand? Which hand?
Depends on how frisky he feels.
Sometimes I sit on it, it goes to sleep. Hero pilot lands plane in China after co-pilot sucked out of the windshield.
Wow.
Lou.
How surreal would that be? You're flying along, all of a sudden you're... the guy's gone.
He wasn't gone, though.
That's creepy.
Told you.
What?
Tara's toe's broken.
Oh, it is broken?
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyways.
That's what she gets for tangling with a bus.
I'm not even going to try to say his name.
I wouldn't fuck with a bus.
This pilot, so they're flying in the air. They're at 32,000 feet when all they hear is a pop, and homie's sucked out the window. But he's not fully out the window because he had his seatbelt on. So homie's hanging halfway out the window. Cold air's coming in. Now buddy has 20 minutes to do a fucking emergency landing. They were moving.
Oh, so the guy's gone. He's fucking poof.
He's stuck in the windshield. He's being sucked out, but he's being held in by a seatbelt.
What?
Yeah.
So,
and then there's two pilots.
They're trying to suck out his intestines, his asshole?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's
I don't know.
what I like to imagine.
Apparently he lived. Everyone lived. But anyways, they made an emergency landing in 20 minutes. He had to go.
For 20 minutes, he's sticking out of a fucking window?
Yeah, as he's
Those
trying to
windows are
fucking
small,
land this
too.
plane. I have the speed they were going at. It was like really fast.
So
Mach
how much of
1,000 kilometers an hour?
No,
are his
they were
arms
moving-
and torso out?
Yes. He's been sucked out, and the only thing holding him in is the seatbelt. So, like, he might lose his legs, because you got to think fucking all of his fucking blood is being sucked out. Like, his circulation's pooched at that point. They were going 560 miles per hour at the time of the popping, as
So
they called it.
They were almost doing Mach.
But he lived. But, yeah, they were at 32,000 feet. They heard a pop. The windshield popped. Homie got sucked out. Fucking air's coming in. Homie can't see. He had to
So in
land
essence, what you're telling me is he plugged the dam and saved everybody on that flight.
Pretty much.
and homie landed the plane. So anyways, it didn't say he didn't die.
He is a true hero.
The guy that was in the hole? Fair enough.
That's what that is.
I wrote down cockroach milk. Apparently that's a superfood now.
Yeah,
People are drinking.
Mark and I spoke about
That's-
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah, well, I was trying
been
to
around for a
figure.
bit.
Is it like a silk that they put out?
I
Like
don't know.
like I didn't. It's one type of cockroach that's from Canada.
Is it? I thought it was from Hawaii.
I thought it was from Canada.
Well, at least it's from somewhere, not third world.
No,
Yeah.
but apparently it's super hard to milk a cockroach, but it's
Yeah.
high in proteins. This was a thing in
Like,
2016.
do you use a magnifying glass?
I
Do
don't
you
know,
use
it's like-
tweezers to milk it?
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Meet the Fockers. Meet the Parents? That was Meet the Parents.
Fuck? I don't know. It's one of them.
That was
I
Meet
know
the
what
Parents.
You
you're
know
talking
what? You
about,
know
though.
when people use those reference from movies that you've never seen and they just sound creepy?
Like
You've never seen Meet the
Fat
Parents?
Burger.
Really? With Ben Stiller?
I don't like Ben Stiller.
That's a pretty good movie. De Niro's in it.
Yeah, but De Niro
Greg, I got nipples.
not-
I got nipples, Greg. Can you
not,
milk me?
Not good De
Dave,
Niro.
Dave,
like
I got-
bad De Niro.
Dave,
like
I-
Taxi Driver was good
Get
De
the
Niro.
face going.
Dave,
Yeah.
I got nipples.
I
Can
get
you
it.
milk me, Dave?
I get it. You're too fat to do it properly though.
It's very
The
hurtful.
jowl,
Okay,
the
speaking
It
of-
jowls,
doesn't actually hurt me.
the jowls.
That
I know
doesn't-
because you're happy with
I'm
how
not
you
ha-
are, and that's what I'm jealous of you with. I go to the gym
can't
every day,
even-
and I'm not happy with
I go
myself.
to the gym 3 to
But
4 times a week.
You are happy with yourself, and that's what I'm jealous of.
I'm not happy with myself. You want to get into this, Dave? I don't like myself. I'm working on it, though. Got a workbook and a journal, and I cry a lot, Dave. I cry a lot. But I'm going to be okay.
I like
Because
that
I
you
got
turned
friends
the
like
music
you.
off just so he could.
Too bad you didn't
that
have a,
rant.
like
The
yeah.
We can add that in post.
So
right?
speaking of movies, you Dumb and Dumber.
Yes,
The-
get in there.
The Mutt Cuts van.
Yeah.
yes.
You can buy it.
How much?
$33,000.
Well, that's a lot.
But
What do you get with it?
it's a full replica. Like it's drivable. The inside's all shagged out like the movie. It comes with 2 dog kennels, a cage with dead Petey, a Samsonite suitcase, and some other shit from the movie. It's really rad. So for $33,000, his name is Joe Pace. You can call him at 816-616-7223 if you're interested in buying the Mutt Cuts van from Dumb and Dumber.
Joe Pace. Okay, sweet.
Where is that being sold from? Here?
Where
Where do you have to have it shipped from?
Kansas City.
You'd have to get an out of province, out of country.
That's it.
It's
Out
a
of
couple
province.
bucks,
Just
but
out of province.
be worth it.
Yeah.
Last story.
Wouldn't pass them.
Ohio woman who claims
Probably not.
cabbage juice can cure such things as Down syndrome and homosexuality faces state probe. 44-year-old Ohio native Jillian Ippeter claims that her drink, Jilly Juice, which is kale, water, salt, and cabbage that have been fermented over a couple days.
So she's making a Russian drink.
She's making bad stuff. But anyways, it claims it can cure such things as it can grow back limbs, cures Down syndrome, homosexuality,
It can turn you into Deadpool.
autism, and Deadpool. So what it does is apparently all these things are caused by bad gut flora, and what this cabbage concoction does is clears you right out through what she's called the water down system, which we call extreme diarrhea. So anyways, she has no education, no medical background. She's been selling this shit to people as basically snake oil.
So what you're telling me, she's a witch.
Basically, but like a dumb witch. So anyways, she's been making profit, but now because she's made these claims, she has to back it up because people have complained that it's made them sick and hurt them. And like you can't just be like cabbage juice cures homosexuality.
I don't know if anybody should be blaming her. They bought it.
Again,
I guess.
was there a picture
Of the juice?
of the lady?
No, I don't know what she looked like, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Gotta
The
make
crazy
water
cat
now.
lady from
Well,
Simpsons.
you drink a lot of kale, correct?
I do.
What is okay, Dave? You don't eat meat anymore. You don't drink alcohol.
Really?
You
You don't
drink
eat meat anymore?
No.
Wow.
prohibition beer.
No,
so
no.
you don't even
only
do that.
water and coffee now.
That's your. So what does Dave partake in? Like what is? I'm coming over
Butter
for a,
weeds, working out, skateboarding, and
No, I'm not.
coffee.
I'm talking about food.
A lot of work, podcasting.
I've made it into the friend group, and I'm invited over for a barbecue. What's Dave serving me at his barbecue at his house?
What did I do wrong that this happened?
Oh, you fucked up. You made a mistake. You let me in, and I just didn't leave.
What are we
Moving on.
barbecuing?
Yeah, what are you making? What's your go-to? You're having homies over. I'm one of them because I've shown up and you
Well,
can't
I'm
get
not
rid
an
of me.
asshole. I would make if they want meat, I'd make them meat. I have a barbecue.
So you'd cook meat for other people. That's fine.
Yeah, no,
So
my,
what do
my
you
So you're not a
What's-
hipster fuck that I don't eat meat anymore. So like you guys shouldn't eat meat either.
no, man.
I
It's
respect that.
That's awesome.
It's my love for animals.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the only thing that stopped me from eating
So what do you eat then?
That's fair.
a lot of vegetables. A lot of fruit.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, and it's really, really easy to do if
How about
you
a lot
choose
of
to.
nuts?
Yeah, lots of nuts.
Yeah.
Sweaty nuts, salty nuts.
I
lots
wasn't
of
nuts.
going there, but
I just
nuts.
gave it to you. I
Yeah,
saw you coming.
thanks.
You know what I mean?
Sweaty
I thought
nuts.
I'd go the M&M route. If you're gonna make fun of me,
Thank
give
you.
it to you.
No, I
Here-
wasn't gonna make
this is-
fun of
yeah,
you.
there we are.
I was
Big,
gonna make fun of
big
you.
fat,
I'd say it's 'cause
sweaty
you're
nuts.
old.
They're not really like hairy ones though. Kind of get in your teeth. But yeah.
Get
no,
the hair stuck
but
in your mouth.
no. If my friends are coming over and they want to cook meat, I'll cook the meat. I'm not an.
That's
yeah.
sweet.
I'm a human.
Well,
I'm
what's your
not.
go-to
I'm not
meal then?
militant. I'm not.
What's your go-to meal? Like if you're gonna eat, like you had a cheat day where you had ketchup Doritos, which are amazing.
They're pretty good, right?
They're pretty good.
You know, I still like. That's the thing. It's I still get to eat pizza, things
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? There's no meat on a cheese pizza, and I'm not one of those
Or
guys like,
vegetarian
oh,
pizza. Vegetarian pizza
yeah,
is good if
right?
you get the right one.
Absolutely. I just eat a lot of fruit and a lot of nuts, and then like a really good, like a lot of vegetables for dinner.
Do you
Like,
feel
That's
different?
dope.
I feel really good.
Yeah?
I do, and but the only there's a downside to that. If you do eat something that you don't normally eat or ingest something,
Fucks with
it
you.
fucks with you a little bit more. I've noticed in the last little while because I've curved my diet in a certain way that spicy foods, I used to love spicy foods,
Yeah.
it kind of hurts my
Really?
gut a bit because I don't think my stomach is as tough as it was. You know
That's
what I mean?
fair,
It's
yeah.
not having one
The
of the
florals are all different.
all the florals
That's
are totally
true.
different.
Have you tried
all the
fermented
kidding
cabbage
aside
juice?
about age and all
Yeah?
that type of thing, I am getting older and I want to live a nice, healthy life, and I don't want to be in pain for the. And I'm literally like, it sucks to say, but I'm in the last half of my life. I'm middle aged. I'm 45 years old. If I live to 80, I'm literally middle aged. So I want it to be a good life for as
You
long
still
as I
want to be
can.
active.
I want to
you
be
still want to
active.
enjoy it.
Like all jokes aside, so.
No, it's real. Like I have a kid. I want to be able to keep up with them.
I looked at it in a way of like I'm putting things in my body that are somewhat healthy, but still not healthy in the grand scheme of things. Like my body has to work to separate everything and use it. So if you just put into your body things that doesn't have to get broken down, it doesn't have to take the toxins out, it doesn't have to, you know what I mean? Your body can just use it.
Yeah.
Less work. Less work means my body can concentrate on other things. It can concentrate on keeping my fucking hair. It can concentrate on my eyesight. All things that I've noticed in
Are
the last
failing.
are fucking failing miserably. I
Coke
have-
bottles, no hair. Yeah, these are
These
things
are-
vegetables can't
So-
save. Ha, gotcha.
but it can
Fuck you,
can
Dave.
slow it down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And you're not preachy about it, which is rad too.
Yeah.
So
Fuck.
that's cool.
Just fucking live your own life. I had so much fun drinking throughout my life, and I would have missed out on so much if I was some asshole that was like, "Oh, I'm going to be straight edge my whole life. I'm not going
but
to.
it
I'm not going to
ran
do
its course.
It ran its course, and I would never say I'll never drink again.
How do you feel about turmeric? Yay or nay? Do you partake in turmeric tea to help instead of taking Advil?
I guaranteed my wife has probably talked about it at some point, but no, I
love my turmeric.
just
If you get a headache, you take some CBD.
Well, no, turmeric is for like your joints and stuff.
CBD.
Jim, I can't say his name.
I take the CBD
name.
oils. I take
that
5
shit
drops at
religiously.
night. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Well, I take a
sweet.
fucking half a vial of that shit.
Well, it's like they're they're big drops. Yeah.
CBD is awesome. But anyways, getting into music news. Dave, are you listening to anything exciting? Did you listen to the new Kyle album? Because you turned me on to Kyle last time. You were here.
I have. I had a date with my niece.
Yeah.
And she's the one that.
I saw that.
Yeah. So we listened. We rocked out to the new album. I actually knew that we were gonna be hanging out the next day, and she was definitely gonna be bringing that album because I'd heard that it was coming out.
Yeah.
So I'd watched all the videos.
Sweet. So you're up with it. You did your homework.
Yeah. He's a very this generation's Will Smith.
Will Smith is back.
He's
eh?
back.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. I saw what he was throwing. I saw what he was spitting, and I don't know.
He used swag with such
They
fucking
got
ferocity.
mad about him saying that he's got so much money that if he throws it at the stripper, it would kill her. They got mad at that.
It is true though.
What's the age of the?
If he were to back the dump truck up with all of his assets and money,
You're fucked.
yeah, she's buried.
Okay, so
Ivan, music news brought to you by Hi-Fi and Stage Dives. Every
Yes.
week, every Tuesday, Ivan's dropping knowledge on you. This week, it's Baptized in Blood. He takes you to church, and you come out red with style. Hi-Fi and Stage Dives every Tuesday.
yes.
What's this? Explain.
I think he has a side podcast.
Another podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a half an hour.
We talked about this last time. You were just
We
getting
did.
started.
We did. I'm in at 33 now.
Congratulations.
I've been his
you.
only guest. We talked about David Bowie. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You just talk by yourself about music.
I break down like the band and their history and stuff about them, and then I usually end up ranting because I'll have a story if I've seen the band or if I haven't seen the band.
You know, it'd be a good one to do to like add into the show.
Yeah.
I haven't listened, so I apologize.
No,
I
it's
will
cool.
now. The meanings behind the lyrics to songs, for instance, like Tony Bassel's "Oh Mickey."
I do that.
Yeah,
I
so
do that.
It was written by a guy about having gay sex.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
cool
so
shit.
things like that.
That's cool. Yeah, it's cool shit like that.
Yeah.
I dig
Like
for.
Skater Boy, written by a guy.
He was a skater boy? She's dating a billionaire.
Avril Lavigne didn't write that song.
She's
No, I
dead.
don't think she wrote
It's
a
a
lot.
cl- it's a-
That's
it's a
that's a
replacement.
clone chick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Avril
a body
died.
double.
I met her. She is fucking teeny.
Did you meet
She
her like
looks tiny.
skater boy or like recently like Chad Kroeger?
No, Skater Boy. When she was
Okay.
with Derek. It was at a backstage at a Sum 41
That's dope.
concert.
Ah, okay.
You know what? Sum 41 back in the day.
I brought my nephew. That was
Totally
the only
dope.
reason I was there. He wanted to meet Avril Lavigne, so
Why not,
my
man?
friend was the manager of Sum 41, so
That's awesome.
yeah.
Did
You know,
anybody hit on her? I would have hit on her.
Steve-O.
Dude, I threw out everything I had, considering she wouldn't really mumble a word.
Yeah.
Did you introduce yourself as a skater boy? Did you make her say "See you
I
later,
think
boy"?
I said the Skater Boy.
bitch, you know who I am?
I'm counted as Skater Boy.
RDS, motherfucker. Okay,
She
so
said "See you later, boy."
you guys know.
Yeah, well, we know what happened at the end of the song.
Yeah, she sucked his dick at the skate park, just like every other high school girl at that time,
Oh.
except my dick.
Okay, so the Cro-Mags.
I know. Yeah, Cro-Mags.
Yeah,
John
you,
Joseph.
You married her, though.
I love that woman. She brings out the best in me.
Harley
So does
Flanagan
Dave.
is suing the Cro-Mags for the use of their name.
Okay, so
He made the name in '81 and
he
departed
claims
and he departed in 2002.
Harley.
Yes.
So Harley fucking narked on John Joseph.
Yes.
And got John Joseph sent to fucking prison.
Yes.
Because he went AWOL from the military.
Yep.
So now they're each running their own version of Cro-Mags. And it just happens that John Joseph is going to Europe touring as Cro-Mags.
Yeah.
And Harley is now suing him for the use of the name.
Like full on federal court.
Yeah.
It's fucking going down.
Yeah.
So I don't know with the thing that John Joseph put out.
Do you follow John Joseph?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's why I zoned out.
Okay.
Oh.
Cro-Mags. You know the punk band Cro-Mags?
I'm aware.
Okay, John Joseph turned his life around, now does like Iron Man, wrote a book called Meat is for Pussies, all about his vegan lifestyle.
See,
He's Harry
yeah,
Christian.
see that
72
type of
hour
militant
race.
Yeah,
aspect.
hangs
I
out
just
with
don't
your
get
boy
that.
Nate Diaz all the time. They eat fake meat and
Yeah.
I don't think
and
John
smoke
Joseph.
blunts?
I don't think John Joseph smokes weed.
No, he's dead.
Because
He's
but
straight
he's
edge.
okay with it. But
He's
yeah.
straight edge.
You heard
Yeah.
about Nick, right?
No, what's up with Nick?
No, I saw something, but I never.
Domestic violence?
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Fuck, killed me. He's my
It
favorite fighter.
happens. It happens.
They are crazy.
They're snappy though.
Fighters
right?
are crazy.
Yeah.
Like anybody that's a fighter
You gotta
Yeah.
think.
is crazy.
You get hit in the head too many times, something's gonna happen.
No, you were crazy to begin with. You trained your entire life to
Yeah.
get into a cage and fight another human.
I like fighting guys on the street.
Yeah, but you were drunk.
No, I'll do it sober. I like
Oh.
doing it sober
Okay.
because then you can actually fucking feel it. Anyways,
Name of your sex tape.
I like doing it sober because you can feel it.
I'm in shirt face.
What do you have for music news?
I don't want to say it now because Dave's going to make fun of me, but one of my two of my favorite things, McDonald's and Black Sabbath,
Oh,
are coming to
yes.
Edmonton. I don't know if you know what Max Sabbath
Sabbath.
is. It's a McDonald's-themed cover band of Black Sabbath.
But they're dressed as all the McDonald's characters.
Oh, dude, that is epic.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're coming to Vancouver as well.
That is epic.
The lead singer looks like Ronald McDonald, but
On
if
crack
he had sex with
from
Ozzy Osbourne, and
hell.
like Grimace has horns, and a hamburger looks like an
If you took,
executioner.
if you took Gwar and mixed it with the characters,
McDonald's and-
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, Max Sabbath, they'll be in Edmonton November 6th, I believe, so they'll probably be in Vancouver the 8th or the 9th.
What if we're first?
No, I think they're coming east and going west.
Okay, fine. You can
But
have
yeah, I could be wrong.
You
They
can
might
have
be first. But yeah, no, Max Sabbath, go check them out. First time in Canada. That's all my music news.
Chris Adler. I don't know if you guys know Chris Adler. He's from Lamb of God. Played with Megadeth for a bit. He's an amazing drummer. He has done this crazy art thing, and it's getting like rave reviews. He's also made a horror movie apparently.
The guitarist for Anal Cunt died on an escalator today or yesterday.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't
Yeah.
check it out though. Is that what happened?
Be careful of escalators, Dave. You're in a mall.
And that
I
fucking.
don't want to lose you, bud.
We always go to that mall and they
Sure
have the
about
fucking
that.
escalators.
I don't want to
After tonight's show, you might want to.
No, you're mean to me every time, but that's our thing. You're mean to me, I take it, and I go home and cry.
But
It's
I'm
cool.
gonna. Yeah, never mind. Keep going.
You're gonna. You're gonna what?
I get a phone call. Dave's in my house.
Well, you took me to your hotel room and didn't even fuck me.
No, I didn't.
Shit.
But I showed you the mirror above the bed.
He did. There's a mirror above his bed. He's in a Roman Greek room.
It's a ran bad.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it. I know where your room. I know what your room number is.
104. 1104.
He's like, I'll be gone when this airs.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gone anyway.
11 no, not actually. That's live from Medicine.
You're gonna
I
get
like
there?
how you guys pointed out, like, you fucking idiot. You show your room number, and I'm like, where?
You're gonna get back there. There's gonna be some fucking
Making fun of you for not
weird
knowing
naked chicks.
technology, and I just completely outed myself. Hey, look at me. I'm in a Roman room. Hey, look at me. I'm at Fantasyland Hotel. Hey, look. Here's my room number.
Oh shit! I had there was it took everything in me not to call and like leave you a stupid message or something. I was
Just like heavy breathing.
hi, I'm trying to get Mr. David Boyce. My name's Chad Parker, and tell him that I got his big black dildos ready for him, and his strap-ons are good to go, and they're lubed. I also got his herpy cream.
It's very specific,
Wow.
actually.
Is it anal herpes cream? Because that's really where I need it.
Is there anal herpes? Is that a thing?
Yeah, oh yeah. Anywhere there's an orifice, you can get herpes.
Whoa!
Even on your nose. You get on your nose, your eye.
You ever had
Seriously? I got a zit
cold,
going?
cold sore. That's all it is.
Yeah.
In your nose?
It's
Yeah.
a nose herpes.
You have a nose cold sore? That's a thing?
Yeah,
So did
anywhere
you-
there's an orifice.
Well, right here, you've seen it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get it like on the tip.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Does that mean you put your nose somewhere it shouldn't have been?
No, it's herpes. It's a simplex of herpes.
Herpes simplex. one.
Totally different.
But yeah,
Anyway.
you might have brown noser.
I am not a brown
Anyways,
noser.
so
I'm
go check
really
out
not.
Chris Adler's fucking stuff. He does art, and that's it for High Fine Stage Dives. music
Excellent.
stuff.
Geek
Geek.
news.
And that's the name of it? High Five Stage Dive?
Yeah.
Hi-Fi and Stage Dives.
High Five.
Hi-Fi, yeah, like
Yeah.
high fidelity.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
And stage dives.
And like jumping into the stage,
Have
off
you ever
the stage.
stage dive?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I love stage diving.
I can't
Anyway.
see it. I just can't see it.
People move because I'm a whale. Son of a
Well, I was just thinking, like, you don't have much jump.
Holy fucking
mad
Shamu, get out of the way!
I've seen you on a skateboard. You don't have any pop, so it means you have no jump.
I can ollie.
I didn't say you couldn't ollie. I said you have no pop. They're two different things.
Fair enough.
This is true. This is
Yeah,
very
he's
true.
got me there. I'm not even going to argue that one. So we're going to spoil Solo in about 2 seconds.
Like very bad. So you guys, if
Before
you,
we get into that, breaking news, Roseanne's racist.
Holy
Season 2 of
Hold
Roseanne
on,
is not
why
happening.
is that breaking news?
'Cause it happened today.
No,
Racist.
her show is based on her being a racist. If
Yeah,
you
she's
watch
a
this
Trump
season
supporter.
show, she's a fucking complete racist through the whole show.
Her
But
original
the
show.
juxtaposition was
She was a
awesome with
racist.
her with Darlene was awesome because Darlene was super liberal. She had the son that dressed in dresses.
Whether you agree with her views or not, or like the show
She
or don't like the
represented-
show, she represented what a good majority of America truly is.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Whether you like it or not.
But you can't go on Twitter and call someone a cross between a Muslim and Planet of the Apes. That's
What?
not okay.
That's what
No,
she
no,
said?
Yeah.
you can. You just might lose your show.
Yeah, and
And the
she lost
only
her show
person that's
instantly.
bummed is Darlene. And
Yeah.
David's fine. He's got a show.
He's got
John
bang.
Goodman's fine forever. He'll always be a solid actor. Roseanne's got enough money to take care of her for the rest of her life.
And
But
Darlene's
those
like,
fake children of hers,
they're not
this was
eating.
the next break, man.
So
they were
she's just
hoping
gotta
for
sue them
another
now.
10 years out of this.
So yeah,
they
that's
even brought
canceled.
in and Aunt Sarah Chalk just to give her a little bone.
Right? Yeah, so that's canceled.
She made me a birthday card one year.
Oh, actually?
I hand drew it.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah. Jamie Foxx has been cast officially as Spawn. So that's a thing.
Really?
Yep.
No.
Yep, Jamie
I don't
Foxx is
like
Spawn.
it. He's not
He's
tough
Al
looking.
Simmons.
He's not tough looking to me.
He's going to look like
No,
a
you know what
black
okay.
Deadpool because he's all burnt up. Remember the first...
Oh, yeah. No, he's not.
You know what I think of when I see Jamie Foxx?
What?
Fucking when he did Ray Charles.
Yeah.
all I
You know
think
what
of.
he was good in? That Collateral movie with
Oh,
Tom
he was the
Cruise.
taxi driver.
Yeah, that was pretty okay.
But he was the comedic aspect to that. No.
it still had some fuck into it. It still had some gumption, I think.
Are they rebooting it? Are they doing the
Yeah, it's a
origin
reboot.
story
Yeah.
again?
Yeah,
I
they're doing it
hate
again.
origin stories. I know you have to re-educate a lot of people, but I just...
I feel you, man.
As much
I
as
feel ya.
Suicide Squad was like not the greatest movie, they did the origin story well.
And they
Because
did
they
it
just gave
fast.
you these quick little flashbacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't need an entire movie.
No.
Even in Batman vs Superman, they gave you way too much of an origin story for Batman.
Yes.
We all know
We know
Martha's
Batman.
dead.
That's the new Spider-Man was great because it's like he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's been Spider-Man for a little bit. He's Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man.
You know, Uncle Ben died, and Aunt May is now
With
Babe.
great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
We know
Boom.
this.
Maybe he was making rice.
Quick transition. Stan Lee tweeted out to J.K. Rowling that he wants to do a Harry Potter, Doctor Strange crossover if she wants it. So that
That'd
was
be
kind of cool.
fucking
It's
dope.
kind of cool, right?
Unfortunately, he's powerless over at Marvel.
Oh, yeah, he
but
just-
it's still a good idea.
He's also fucking a million.
If you were to live in a cinematic
You
universe,
guys talked about how his family's trying to steal all his money and shit like
yeah,
that?
Oh,
and
yeah.
how he's
Yeah.
being abused, and how
Yeah.
Kevin Smith said he'd bring him in and stuff.
and then
yeah.
he said he's not being abused.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Which scares me.
He had his blood stolen. Like, it's a whole fucking
They're gonna
thing.
clone him.
That I agree with.
It's already been done. He's
I hope to hell they have done enough like 3D imagery of him,
Yeah.
so that every movie moving forward we still get a cameo.
Oh, you
I
totally
think
will.
They'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they could pull it off with Paul Walker.
Oh, yeah, I guess
end
so.
of fucking
Eh?
Fast
and
They
Furious.
used this chubby brother.
If you can do Tarkin, just saying.
Yeah,
Tarkin,
exactly.
Tarkin
That was fucking-
regardless of what
Yes.
you thought about what happened in Rogue One, Leia not actually being there and Tarkin not actually, they did a fucking amazing
hell
job.
yeah.
I enjoyed Rogue One. I really like Rogue One.
How's that? I think that Tarkin and Leia looked a lot better than Black Panther and the other guy in that fight scene. That just looked like a
100%.
fucking video game.
Yeah.
The
that
movie was
bullshit.
fine.
Yeah.
That last with the train,
Yeah,
that was all
I still-
CGI.
I still don't know how that
The way they
maybe
bend
made so
and
much
stuff.
money.
Because
You know,
Black
okay,
Panther
it
wasn't
wa-
that good.
No, it was.
It was good, but it wasn't that good.
Yeah,
No,
I'm bored
exactly.
with you on that one
Yeah.
for sure.
but I think it was the
It was like
steam
Wonder Woman.
behind
Wonder
it.
Woman got all this like hoopla. It was a great movie.
I like Wonder Woman because it was
different.
Wonder
but
Woman.
still, it wasn't like.
Because it wasn't so much the movie itself; it's what the movie stood for. Like it was a female
It
director.
wasn't Thor Ragnarok.
Thor
wasn't,
Ragnarok
wasn't
was great.
Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking of some good ones. It wasn't
Ragnarok
Iron
was
Man.
fucking good.
No.
You know,
Anyway.
it was more Iron Man 2 or 3.
Yes.
There-
Yes.
there we
100%. Okay, we're going into overtime. We're at an hour. This is the spoiler portion of it. Thank you for listening. If you're turning it off, we're gonna spoil we're gonna spoil the fuck out of Solo. So if you haven't seen it, fuck off. Or if you just want to have it spoiled, welcome back. Here we are, Dave. You've seen Solo. Ivan, you've seen Solo.
Deuce.
You've seen it twice.
Back to back.
I didn't
Really?
see it.
Yeah.
I went and saw something else.
Yeah, I went and saw that one with Melissa McCarthy where she goes back to fucking college with her daughter.
It's Star Wars, right?
Anyways, let's talk Solo. Made less than the Justice League movie opening weekend, so that's not a great sign. But as a movie, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Han Solo. I was pleasantly surprised with how much I enjoyed it. Dave, weigh in. Ivan, let's hear it. What do you guys think?
See, you were only pleasantly surprised due to all of the shade that got thrown at this movie before it came out. That's the unfortunate part about this movie, and I think why it's not succeeding at the box office is because we knew about the directors being ousted. We knew about Ron Howard coming in. We had already heard that the main character had to have an acting coach come in. We heard he couldn't ad-lib very well.
Yeah.
We heard about reshoots. When
heard
all of
too
that
much.
information gets out there, you're kind of like, ooh, this movie's not going to be very good.
Right?
Not only that, true Star Wars fans out there do not. Her name's Kathleen. the woman that's in charge of Star Wars at Disney.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
a redhead chick.
She's hated by the
Star Wars
fans.
community.
So there was a huge push through YouTube and social media to boycott the first couple weeks of Solo because they based how well this movie did on the first opening weeks. It can do
it's gonna have legs.
It
I'll
can
tell you
have
right
legs
now.
down the road because now people are going, it's actually pretty good. Go see it.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of, like, I watched a couple YouTube videos where they were talking about not going and seeing it in the opening week because they want her gone.
That's fucked.
And these
fucked.
videos had hundreds of thousands of views.
So
if you only get 100 people that didn't go, and each one of these videos gets 100 people that don't go,
It's still
that's going to affect that first opening week.
still a hit in the
And then
pocketbook.
she looks bad.
Yeah.
And she's fired.
But I feel like after, even with the fucking the shade that got thrown at Last Jedi, where it was like people went and saw it, but they're like, oh, it wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it as much as the other movies. Like, are we at a point where people are just gonna hate Star Wars now, just to hate on Star Wars because it's Star Wars? Is that where we're at now?
Go ahead.
Honestly, I think it's just, okay, just like we talked about earlier, everybody's got way too much information and way too much leeway to say whatever the fuck they want. And now they're just becoming this fucking jaded bunch of fucking people that are like, I don't like it. I don't like this. You guys didn't do this, and I don't like. What do you want? If you fucking want Jar Jar Binks to come back, is that what you want? You want Jar Jar Binks to be the fucking Sith Lord? Is that what you really want?
Maybe.
Because it can fucking happen if you whine enough and you're a fucking cunt enough about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ivan.
Well, it's fucking true.
No, you know what? I went and saw the movie. I went and saw it with my son. I've taken him to all the Star Wars movies. This was the least he was enjoyed a Star Wars movie.
That's the thing.
But it's more an adult. It was very dialogue driven.
It's for people like us.
It was very fan driven. The fact that
Yes.
you had to read comics
And novels.
as well as watched the
Cartoons.
cartoons to even know what was going on. I was walking. Spoiler. As I'm walking. That was fucking epic.
That's what we do here on the Awesome Hour.
Wow. That was awesome. Spoilers. Darth Maul is in this movie. I'm walking out of the theater. I hear these two guys behind me going, I thought Darth Maul was dead.
Idiots.
And I had to turn them and go, they brought him back in the cartoons. And the look on their face was like,
Cartoons?
what?
Okay,
But where
sidebar.
the timeline is.
This cock tease goes and sees it opening night and starts dropping
he was
little
so mad.
Darth Maul shit. He sends us a picture of his Darth Maul Lego, and
He's
then we're
like,
talking
"Fuck."
about Boba Fett, and he's like, but everyone knew Darth Maul lived. I'm like, why is he on this Darth Maul thing? Fuck off!
But I knew as soon as that
Oh,
scene happened
fuck.
in the movie, you're like, fuck you, Dave. I knew exactly what I was
The whole time
doing.
he's like, why would he fucking try and ruin it? I'm like, I knew something big was going to. He's like, fuck you did not. I'm like, fuck, because the whole time
You
I was,
did not. You're
I
a
was.
fucking
What did I
liar.
say about the fucking
You're
Boba
a
Fett
fucking
suit, the
liar.
Mandalorian suit?
So you noticed something. Good for you, you
You
fuck.
didn't even fucking see it, dick.
'Cause I
fuck,
was in
or
the movie.
Crystal Skull.
You didn't see the crystal skull?
Yes,
it was on
I
the
did.
table with the gold.
I saw
Did
the
you
Crystal
see-
Skull.
I thought it was a harken back to the novel Chewie and Han's Excellent Adventure with the Golden Skull. It's a book, fucker. Suck a dick.
It was a throwback to Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it was. And Ron Howard put it in there.
you
There was
go.
also the fertility idol too.
Did you see did you see Cloud City?
The plants. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
is ironic because he says he hates
Hates-
mining.
I know, he
Yeah.
hates mining. but-
So I got a bunch of Easter eggs. We like the movie. We all like the movie. Dave, you like the movie?
I enjoyed it. Now I want to get back a little bit. If you really want to break it down as far as Star Wars movies go, everybody says Return of the Empire Strikes Back is their favorite and the best of them. So in essence, if you think about it, that was the last time they made a really good movie.
I guess.
Right? So all the other movies, all the prequels have been hated. There was mixed reactions over Force Awakens because it was just a remake. People walked out of Last Jedi going, that's not what I wanted from Luke Skywalker. That's not what so many unanswered questions. What do you mean Rey's parents are nobody? All of those things.
Yeah.
And then this one comes out. See, everybody, Rogue One is like, I knew everybody's going to die, but at least we got Darth Vader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you got to remember they're just a movie and they're filling in blanks. And
Yeah.
we're going to get one of these things every year for the rest of our lives. I just got really bummed when I found out that I'm going to die and these movies are going
We're
to
going to keep going.
Dude,
They're
me
gonna-
too.
Yeah.
I was bummed.
I'm
gonna
like,
live
I was,
on.
no.
I'm like, so that's why I'm like, okay, 2045, they got to fucking upload me on the internet. Then I can just watch all
yeah,
the fucking
all of them
Star Wars
forever.
They're going to L337 you
Yes.
into the Millennium Falcon.
Yes. I'll just be the internet.
So
Yeah.
yes, I enjoyed the movie.
was good.
It was good. Was
Yeah.
it great? Was it epic?
No.
No, it was just
I enjoyed
good.
it, though. I would watch it again.
I thought it was fucking amazing. I loved it.
I would watch it
They
again.
gave us the Easter egg wise.
Oh, tons.
Some were too in the face.
I think
And
though
some
because
were some deep cuts.
yeah, I think that the
Like-
reason why I like this so much is because I did watch all the cartoons.
Yeah.
And I fucking was like, every time.
See, I never got into Clone Wars, and I think I really got to go
Dude,
back and get
that's
into
so
Clone
good.
Wars.
That's why
So
when
good.
I started saying shit, you're like, no, you fucking didn't know. Go watch Clone Wars. There's so much shit in Clone Wars.
No,
It's
just
nuts.
going through the Easter eggs,
Yeah.
there was a ton.
On iTunes, you can get just they cut it up so you can watch just the Darth Maul parts
Yeah.
of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a Darth Maul chapter.
Like a little movie,
Yeah,
and it's
that's rad.
You could just do that, and that would get you up to speed
There's
as far
pretty
as
much
Darth
a
Maul.
season, and it's all Darth Maul.
Yeah.
See, like I watched all of Rebels. I was in Rebels, but I started watching it with the kid, and then I just kept going with it after he petered out.
The reason why I'm stoked on this is because there's potential for Ahsoka
Dude,
Tano.
this time frame that they're fucking with,
it just moved.
that was terrifying.
It
yeah,
just
this,
moved when you said that.
This time
What?
frame.
What?
Oh, Ahsoka Tano.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Boner.
Right.
But yeah, this time frame is really exciting because it's
But it was
open.
a dork boner. It was only half soft.
Fair enough. At least you can still get boners at your age. That's a good thing. That's what eating healthy does. Good for you, Dave. Anyways, this time frame is fucking awesome.
Can you see yours over the roll?
Yes, I can.
It's called a dick do.
When I'm erect.
Because your
I
belly
don't have
sticks
dick
out
do.
more than your dick do.
My dad's got a big gut. My grandpa's got a big gut.
So-
and I will not have a big
See, he
gut.
doesn't look like a trimmer, which means it's just this little thing poking through. He can barely see through pubic hair in his belly.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's my little bird nest. It goes cheep, 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 cheep. Anyways, moving
I
on.
was going to say it's your belly button.
Pikachu. Good Pokemon reference, Grandpa. I like it. So anyways, let's get into some fucking Easter eggs here. Okay, so the timeline. We figured the timeline out. It takes place a little bit after Clone Wars, as you were saying.
I got
But
the I got-
Vader's birth
I got a fucking
Before Rebels. Right before Rebels.
just before Rebels.
Well, because in
It's
Rebels,
the-
Darth Maul is
bridge.
already broken during Rebels. He's
Okay.
already been broken down, whereas the Crimson Dawn aspect is right before that, right after Clone Wars, and you can
So this hypothetically will lead into a
because
Rebels.
when in Rebels the he's not part of Crimson Dawn, so
No,
you know
he's
it's
just-
not that, and he's not part of Crimson Dawn at the ending of Clone Wars because he's actually been captured by Palpatine and
Yeah.
he hasn't escaped yet. So everything that's happening right now is in between Clone Wars and Rebels.
Okay, there we go. So that is cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, we argued pretty good about it. Okay.
You lost.
Nope.
He watched the cartoons. He'd have to know more.
That's
He
what I
knows
was
more
saying.
about the Clone Wars aspect. I watched
Yeah.
the Rebels part. So
Ah,
I
you didn't do
understand
Rebels?
what's
I watched
after.
Rebels.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's Ahsoka Tano. I want to fucking see what happens
when
with
she
Ahsoka.
brought her back, and how
Yeah.
it's crazy. And I don't want to get too off topic because we could just talk Star Wars all day
totally.
long, regardless of Solo.
Yeah.
How they brought time travel in on the
Oh.
cartoon.
Which makes fucking...
That was
Rebels.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that they brought something as major as that in the Star Wars universe, you can fucking
And it's
change
canon.
time.
It's
and
canon.
and they did it in the cartoon.
Canon
So that
thing
means
is
they're not...
fucked.
So that means they're not totally sure if they want to use it, but it's there if they need it.
I think with what they've done with Darth Maul now,
Yeah.
they're going to use it. And they planted that to use that down the road.
They're staying true to Disney is staying true, and I read a big thing on this. They're staying true to this timeline because it all works with all their cartoons and
Yeah.
everything that's there.
and
so
comics.
and
Because when
everything.
Disney
Yeah.
took over, they wiped everything.
Yeah,
Now they're picking and choosing
Just
like
pissed about the Ben thing. They didn't need to do that.
the Ben.
Well, if you're gonna have a kid, don't
Oh,
use
yeah.
Ben.
Ben,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
If you're not gonna follow what we knew and read,
Yeah.
then just change it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Don't
so
switch a fucking name with a sibling.
Woody Harrelson's character's name was Beckett something. So when they went to the salt mines on Kessler, he was wearing the helmet that Lando wore when they got Han out.
The entire outfit.
The whole outfit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that means he wore it and it stayed on the Falcon. So later on, it would be used again
What's
by
what,
Lando.
side note?
Yeah.
What the fuck is with all the capes?
Yeah, right?
Lando has so many fucking capes.
You know what? I don't care. It was awesome.
No, it was. It was
Yeah.
fucking amazing, right? I'm just like, wow, but yeah, that's a lot.
That
of
was like as much. The Easter eggs were all good.
I
He
like-
played his character. Like
Perfect.
he played. He was playing Billy D. Williams playing Lando
totally.
yes,
Calrissian.
yes,
Now there's
100%.
rumor
100%.
that what's it called? Lando's going to make an appearance in 9 now.
Fucking better,
Right?
I was pissed he hasn't been there yet. He didn't die.
no.
He's in the cartoons even.
Bosk
Yeah.
was referenced.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
And I'm pretty sure the sisters.
Yep.
yeah, they
Yep.
were referenced.
Yep.
Yeah, they're Pikes though. The sisters are Pikes.
Weren't they the witches?
See?
Were they witches?
Yes.
They're witches. I gotta watch Clone Wars. Okay,
Yeah, they're the
Goal
witches.
witches. Clone Wars. Warwick Davis made another appearance as one of Effie Nest's Cloud Riders, and there's rumor that his character from the prequels, the dude with the pod racing addiction, has now had some sort of crazy story arc where he's part of the rebellion, basically.
He aged well then.
Very well. Very well.
Whatever race that little person is, he's aging well.
Beckett killed the bounty hunter known as Aurora Singh, who made her first appearance in The Phantom Menace as watching the pod races, and then later on went into having a major arc in Clone Wars that I did not see because I have not seen the show, but I had to Google it, so now I gotta watch it. But yeah, she was killed by Beckett, who pushed her off a cliff.
Her and Cad Bane. That's why I'm stoked about the Boba Fett movie, because they could bring in Cad Bane, and Cad Bane's a fucking wicked bounty hunter. So
he's like, he's got the Western thing going on.
Yeah, and his blue fucking alien face.
He was, I honestly feel like when they built that character, he was everything that Boba Fett was supposed to be, because unfortunately, Boba Fett is the Mr. Magoo of the Star Wars universe. He's a bumbling idiot. Outside of capturing Han, he did nothing.
He's gone.
I hated that. Like, if you were just based like everything that you see of him, 4 words.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they do the Boba Fett movie, they have to touch on Jango Fett. They have no choice. They can't just fucking, here's Boba Fett.
But they kind of did.
Because Boba's been in Clone Wars, like they've already laid it out.
He is a clone, though. He is Jango's clone.
Yeah.
That's what all the clones are. They're all Jango. That's what I'm saying. They have to touch on that somewhere, because...
But they've already told us that story.
Not really.
Yeah, they told us that Dad's dead, got his head cut off by Mace Windu.
No, I know, but like, there's like,
It was
what
also not
happened?
confirmed dead. Mace isn't confirmed dead.
Oh.
Mace Windu? He just fell out a window. We don't know he's dead. Anyway.
Yeah, and
Fucking daddy's not pulling a fucking mall.
Really, a lot of if you want to talk, just breaking it down. Like, I had somebody like, how did Darth Maul live? I'm like, I don't know. How did Anakin live? He got cut in half.
Darth Maul lived because his brother picked him up and put him in fucking Witchland, and his mom made him better with fake legs.
Fake legs.
Not really, but he should have died right off the bat. But anyway, Anakin lived too. You know what I mean? And then if you want to, would you want to be Luke Skywalker and take that jump on Cloud City? No. With one arm, the limb cut off, just like Mace Windu going out.
Exactly.
So the Sith and the Jedi have this miraculous ability to lose a limb, fall off of something really big,
and stay alive.
And live.
Right. Han calls Chewie a moof milker when they first meet. He also calls him a moof milker in Force Awakens. So that is a
He referenced moofs and moof milking,
but
he didn't call him that.
We called him a moof milker in this one.
Yes, he did.
Okay, so Kira, the love interest in Solo, uses a form of martial arts known as Terakasi.
Somebody texted me and said she's SI hot, and I was like, ooh, we knew that already, though. We knew that already.
What's SI hot?
Sports Illustrated.
Oh, that went right over my head. You still read magazines?
Swimsuit Illustrated?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I read it for Ronda Rousey.
Ooh.
And that other chick. What's her name?
Letitia?
No.
Nicki Minaj.
Ashley Graham.
Her Mickey Minaj
Coco.
and Eminem.
Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that.
It was a lie.
It was a lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they might. No, they want to hook up now.
Yeah, why not?
That's the thing.
Well, she rapped about getting him, I thought.
Yeah. His palms were sweaty. She made him spaghetti. She's in.
She's got big booty.
He jizzed on the mom's sweater? No, never mind.
Sure. Anyway, she used a form of martial arts that was also used by Snoke's guards in The Last Jedi.
That's also Darth Maul's fucking fighting style.
There you go. And the last one...
which is why he died.
So, L337, that was who it was? The feminist droid?
Yeah.
The droidist?
You guys getting over the woman thing? Like,
no, I'm thinking of KS205.
What woman thing?
Well, all of the movies, you know, they keep putting females as the lead, and now they put a new robot in, and it's a female. You know, they're really
pushing the females,
pandering towards that.
They're Wonder Womaning it.
Yes,
Wonder Womaning
it.
Wonder Woman.
Anyways, not that I have any issue with that.
Anyways, they uploaded her into the ship, correct, to get through the Kessel Run because she was damaged on the salt mines. But in Empire, C-3PO makes a comment. While he's interfacing with
She's so rude.
Sir, I don't know where your ship learned this communication, but it has the most particular dialect.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool as well.
I like that they brought that right back around.
That's
that was
pretty sweet.
That was a good one.
So yeah, that wraps the spoiler cast portion of it.
That's pretty good.
That was good. That was good. Dave, thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for coming down, hanging out.
Darth Maul's in the movie.
Yeah, I think we kind of talked about that.
What do you mean? Yeah.
We talked about that. We talked about Darth Maul for like 10 minutes.
He also has the same sword of the lightsabers from fucking the cartoon.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Didn't catch that.
Robotic legs.
I saw that, but he had robotic legs.
I didn't notice it till the second time.
So you went back to back, eh?
Yeah.
You went with your homie Joe.
Yeah, and then I took my nephew the next night.
Sweet.
Yep.
Cool, man.
All about family, yo.
Yeah, even Tara loved it. She's like, that was really good. I'm like,
Yeah, the wife really liked it.
Say that?
I'm stoked.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, that wraps up the show. We went long. We did a spoiler cast. Dave hurt
not
my
that
feelings,
long,
but
Did I-
that's
did
what I
I
like
really,
about
though?
No, it's
No.
fine. We just play it up.
My
Play it.
God.
Exactly.
It's like the Stay Puft.
Fuck you guys. Dave, what do you got going on? Do you want to plug anything? Where can we listen to you? What's your shows? We'll let you do all that
You can follow me on
stuff.
social media, This Boyce Life, on all social media platforms.
Excellent.
You can download my show on iTunes, This Boyce Life. You also go over to the website, buy me a coffee.
There you
I
go.
like coffee. Yep, that's it.
He also likes grilled cheese sandwiches.
Not really, but I just
We
needed.
could have got real food, man. We could have got you a
needed
salad.
something. I didn't eat today.
You were
I've been
looking
working all
tired.
day. I'm tired. I feel good now.
I'm gonna drop you off, and you got to work again.
Yeah, I do. You
you
really.
know,
you
there's
don't
lots
stop.
of restaurants in the mall, right?
That's what I said. I would have bought him a Cinnabon, but he called me fat and
So
slapped me.
where Plush is, if you go like this, then there's Bourbon Street.
I know he was gonna
I
jump
know.
into it.
He showed up, and I'm like, okay, I got to go now, and I needed food to come here, nourishment, so that I could communicate with you two. So,
Subway.
like food on the go, I got a grilled cheese from Starbucks.
Which also, I didn't know they had grilled cheese.
They're
They
really
have
good.
lots of stuff
They're,
now, yeah.
they're honestly, it's
You got to try the nitro coffee if you're ever in a
Yeah,
place where
it's actually really good.
that just scares me.
It's awesome, dude. What else? You're gonna be back in town here soon. Ellis is coming through. Let's plug that.
We're doing live shows. So in Vancouver, June 11th. In Calgary, June 12th. And then coming up back, City of Champions, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, June 13th, live at Yuck Yucks.
Yeah.
It's free to get in. Pretty sure all tickets are gone, but I made sure I insured the both of you on the guest list plus
Hooray.
one.
Excellent. Thank you.
There we are.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Hopefully, we'll catch
Looking
you before.
forward to it.
I know
it's
you'll
gonna be a
probably
quick
be
trip,
busy.
but I'd still try to get a
We'll catch you, even if we have to do a late nighter.
Is that last week? Next, I mean,
No, it's 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
okay.
2 weeks.
You know, if I come here and I don't rub elbows with my peeps, what kind of person am I?
Exactly. And we like you.
I got fat jokes to work on for next
So are
show.
they? So
I'm
is
gonna get an old joke book, and I'm gonna
An
joke
old
book
joke
you.
book?
Shut up, dude. It fell apart, and you brought attention to
So
it.
is he's going to be on the stage recording? Is that that's the deal?
live? Yeah.
Cool.
So
Is
these
Tully
shows are
coming, or is it just him?
Tully's coming.
Cool.
I am assuming.
Is he bringing his new Lamborghini?
He just rented that.
Oh fuck! I thought I was so
Fuck, you almost
stoked
got
for him.
sideswiped. On Mulholland. Lots of people have died on Mulholland. It's Mulholland Drive.
You guys
Gotta be
actually, other people tell me more about what goes on in his life than I know. I never know.
That's just Instagram.
people.
shit.
I know. I don't.
He shows up in my stories like
I don't watch stories.
No.
No. Like I'll intentionally, if you guys are live,
Yeah.
I'll click on it for a bit. And
You know what's cool? The night you were walking to
you
the
never
gym?
notice.
No, because
I always click on it.
Instagram's over there.
No, I was like, they didn't say.
I try, but
We
it's
did the
hard.
double Insta that one time because that was pretty sweet. That was cool. That was very
That was good.
technologically savy. Ivan, go fuck yourself. Thank you very much. I did it myself.
Yeah, I don't watch
Thank you.
stories. I had somebody actually ask me, like, how come I never see you watch my stories? And I was like,
Somebody
don't-
asked that?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't watch anybody's.
You mean there's
stories?
someone more insecure out there than me?
Well, no.
As
no.
your seat drops.
No, that's not a thing.
Dave, our friend James, Potato Gems, apparently Ellis is going to be in Van Isle for the Tattoo Expo in the fall. Will you be there?
What is that?
I have no idea.
I
It's
found
Tattoo
out.
Expo.
I found out about that today. I told Butterweeds to call Ellis about sponsoring the tour that
Yeah.
we're going on.
Yeah.
And I guess his manager got back to her and was like, "Yeah, we're doing a tattoo thing," and didn't even bring up the fact that we're going on a tour.
Okay, cool. Cool. But you'll be back. We're going to hang out.
What is the
Hopefully
tattoo thing? Maybe I'll come. Is
It's
it here?
a Tattoo Expo. No, it's in Van Isle.
Van Isle?
I don't know. Somewhere in BC.
Yeah.
Potato Gems. Let Dave know. But just don't do it in a story because he won't watch it. Moving on. Yeah,
But if you
man.
direct message me, I'll reply.
Yeah,
I'm not an
yeah.
asshole.
No,
I'll
or a
meet-
douchebag. You're
I'll-
a nice guy.
I can be a douchey. I'll meet everybody and hug them.
Fair enough.
And hug 'em.
Only the
That's
important
kinda
ones
weird,
get
but I
invited
like it.
back.
Well, if they want to hug, I'll hug them.
That's fair.
As long as there's no BO.
Oh God,
I
right?
hate BO. Right?
I have a real phobia
Unless
of
you're
being the
having
smelly
sex,
guy.
it's the only time BO is acceptable.
Because you're in the moment, it's pheromones. Anyways, we're going.
Well, it's
We're
usually
going.
me at that stage.
You smell? You're a smelly sexer?
No.
You're a sweaty
Smelly
sexer,
sex.
probably.
I'm,
I've watched
I'm
you
a
work out.
very sweaty human.
That's how you got the nickname Moist Boyce. It's going to stick. Kind of
Dave
like
the
your
Moist Boyce. Working
Dave
out.
the Moist Boyce.
Now every time I hear that, all I'm gonna think is Dave pounding and just sweat, drip,
You
drip,
make me moist,
drip,
Dave.
drip, drop,
That is a thing.
drip, drip, drop.
That sounds like a Migos song. Anyways, we're just hanging out now.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Now this is my show. Like little communication. With like, yeah,
yeah.
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 Ah.
Mark was watching here for a bit, but Dave, we'll see you again in June.
Mark who? Never heard of
The
him.
Merms. Got called up from the big leagues. I'm Alec.
Salut, je m'appelle Ivan.
I'm Fake Corbo.
Oh, that was the first time we mentioned Corvo. Stay awesome.
That's been another episode of The Awesome Hour. Make sure you check out all our info at theawesomehour.com, where you can find links to all our shows and our social medias. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Listen to us on iTunes, YouTube, or Spotify, or pretty much anywhere you can find yourself a podcast. Rate and review, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Remember, you can always watch us live. And thanks for listening and watching. Stay awesome.